If you guys didn't hear, the government is shutting down for November, and due to this, food stamps will not be working in the month of November. And a lot of welfare Americans are having a meltdown over this, and I decided, well, we could easily make a video out of this. Now, I do want to note that there are some people that actually do need welfare, SNAP, EBT, whatever you want to call it. You know, if they're disabled and have kids to feed, or if they got laid off or something like that, and they're just using it as a crutch to get up in life, sure, whatever. There are some people that do not do that.
I'm gonna tell y'all straight up like this. I just got that text that the link is definitely cut the fuck off for November. Y'all better stay the fuck out of my way in these stores.
You guys hear that? You better stay the frick out of her way in these stores, because she's going in there, and she's going in there angry with intentions to apply for a job. That's right, guys. She's applying for a job in these stores. She's gonna be working there.
I'm walking out with cards and I'm not paying for shit.
I stand corrected.
Trump, if you want, motherfuckers start looting, it's gonna happen. Before my kids go broke in this bitch like Jock, I'm gonna be stealing like it ain't no tomorrow.
I just realized something. I had an epiphany. These people can go into a store and de-shelf the shelves full of all its merchandise, but they can't get a job stocking the shelves. If you suggest maybe you should go and get a job stocking shelves, they'll be like, oh no, I'm too disabled to do that, but I can go to the store and loot it. Also, I'd like to note that her body is full of luxuries. I know that tattoo has got to be at least $500 to a few thousand. That her hair is done, her eyelashes are done. It maybe if you skipped out on these things, your family would have had November to eat.
I am going to go in that store, get everything I get regularly. I'm going to bag my shit up, swipe my link card. As soon as that bitch say, ain't no pending balance on there, I'm going to walk the fuck out.
All right, well, good luck to this lady in her endeavors. I hope everything goes well with her. But before we move on, allow me to give a message from today's sponsor, Raycon. Raycon is a brand that sells earbuds, headphones, open earbuds, and much other things. They even have these bone conduction earbuds that apparently prevent you from getting ear fatigue. I was lucky enough for them to send me one of these open earbuds to try out, and I decided to take them out on my morning walk. Wait, that was the wrong song, hold on. Here we go. Yeah, so these earbuds, they actually do feel quite nice. They were kind of hard to get on at first, but they just fit right over your ear. Here's me just enjoying some scenery while listening to some music and just having a blast. Here I'm enjoying, you know, the geese and the goose and whatnot. And here's me enjoying a nightly stroll right before I slime out the ops. All while listening to my Raycon open earbuds. Black Friday's around the corner. Raycon audio products are up to 30% off site-wide. From everyday essentials to the latest releases, it's a perfect time to upgrade your sound or get ahead on gifting. These early deals won't last long. Shop now before they're gone. Just click the link in the description or go to buyraycon.com/ibsopen to save on Raycon audio products site-wide. Alright, now back to the video.
Trump cutting off food stamps right before Thanksgiving, bad and all, but my people ran out of stores.
Why is it that they immediately jump to the idea of stealing? Like, getting a job isn't even conceivable to them. Like, it's not even in their realm of imagination. Now I see why these type of people act the way they did in high school, because getting a job wasn't even in their plans. I also noticed that she has a mouthful of braces. Did taxpayers pay for that too?
As y'all know, they done cut off the food stamps and the EBT, so that's 100% finna affect everybody that's still in the hood. All these people saying they got all this technology, all these millions and billions of dollars, they gonna be getting robbed. Like,
did this guy really just say he's gonna be able to rob millionaires and billionaires? Buddy, if it was that easy, people would have already been doing it. Like, buddy, this isn't Grand Theft Auto where Lester comes up with some plan, you press a few buttons, die a few times, and respawn, and voila, you have a few $1 million. It's not how it works, buddy.
people think they just gonna be comfortable.
See, this is how you know there's a serious problem in the black community. Instead of talking about getting a job, bro jumps right into robbing people.
That's what I'm saying. People are finally starting to wake up.
Hi, you guys. I'm out of the store. So, they wanted $7 for this. Mind you, I don't have food stamps anymore. They cut me off. So I only had $22 left in food stamps.
I bet you wish you didn't get those tattoos. Probably not. They probably don't regret shit.
So this is what I stole. Okay, they wanted $9 for this. $7 for this. I'm making some stuffed salmon today. These are needed. I'm not paying $7 for that. Okay, let me show you the most important thing to me. short ribs.
A nigga ran out of money on their EBT card, so they stole some short ribs. It doesn't get more stereotypical than that, bro. Like, and she pulled it out of her fake Gucci purse. Like, it just doesn't get more stereotypical than that. If she pulls out some Hennessy and some fried chicken, I wouldn't even be surprised.
Take off the label so that you don't beep. Get your fucking meat. How many do you think that I got?
She's got more? How much groceries could she fit in that damn purse? We got Miss Deep Dish Pussy Purse over here, man. We doing the EBT failed rib spread now, man. Like, these people were like, hey, if our cards start failing, we're gonna start stealing. And it's like, start? You're gonna start stealing? Start as in you haven't already been doing that?
You know what? Since they want to take food stamps away, I'm going to fucking Walmart. I'm going to rack up any damn Walmart, throw that shit right in the basket. I'm coming right about that bitch. Believe it. Watch this. Y'all think I'm playing? Watch this, you heard me? Watch this. Watch what I do.
I don't think he's playing. He got the twisties. He's got the tank top on. It looks like he's sweating. You can feel the black Air Forces coming out of the screen, man. I also want to note that this guy, based off the way he talks, it sounds kind of special ed. Which is really sad because you can just tell that he's just parroting what people around him are saying.
When are we gonna start looting the stores?
I think you guys started doing that about 20 years ago, maybe 30 if we're really looking in the details. But for sure, for about the past 5 years, you guys have been doing that. But maybe we should start talking about stopping instead of starting. I mean, come on, you can loot stores, but you can't get a job.
Because I was stealing before. Now it's full-blown theft. Why are you trying not to lie, bro?
Like, she was already stealing, and she's like, I was stealing before, but now you finna see full-blown theft. Like, was it not theft when you were doing it before? It's like the hair bonnet and the tattoo on her chest. It's just,
Donald motherfucking Orange Man J. Trump. I'm gonna tell you just like this. What the fuck you mean? Who ain't getting that goddamn food stamps in goddamn November?
Sharquisha, calm down. Let's just take a deep breath here. Maybe consider that this could be the lifetime opportunity to finally lose 20 to 30 pounds. Notice also how she has the titty tattoo. Like, where are these people getting money to afford this kind of stuff?
But I'm getting my shit, because I'm gonna tell you just like this on Jesus Lamar motherfucking Christ.
Is that his name? I didn't know Lamar was his middle name. Is that his middle name? I looked it up and it's somehow a combination of Jesus Christ and Kendrick Lamar. Or maybe she was swearing on this guy's life. I don't know, man.
Dare a bitch try to stop me from walking out that motherfucking store with my groceries? Baby, I'm 250 pounds solid.
I've never seen a person who can't afford monthly groceries brag about their weight. Like, guys, remember, this person is starving and they need their monthly groceries, right? We gotta feed this person. Like, yes, I speak for everybody. We all need to collectively pool our tax money and feed this big-backed person. Also, I don't know if you haven't noticed, but that is kind of a trend with these type of people. Huh? Wait, what do you mean, these type of people? Well, allow me to show you.
School district, I only get paid once a month. By the time I get my bills paid, I have nothing left to pay for food and other basic needs. If it wasn't for SNAP benefits, I wouldn't be able to feed my children or myself.
Well, luckily for you, it looks like you have enough bioavailable energy to last you an entire month. Like, yeah, maybe your children can't eat because you're eating all the damn food. I'd much rather, instead of giving these people free food, I'd rather them get a free health trainer and nutritionist. That way they can actually save money on not eating a bunch of junk food.
I work, pay my bills, and like every other mom, I want to be sure that I have enough food to put on the table.
Practically starving here.
Starving. You.
Why is it that you never see somebody complaining about the EBT SNAP benefits and them being like deathly skinny, like on the verge of actually starving? That's how these people talk. But notice how they're like the complete opposite. You think these people would be like, oh my god, I can barely eat because I'm living off of government assistance. I've been in a caloric deficit for the past 3 years until I'm now 20 pounds underweight, and any more will just absolutely make me starve. If this government shutdown causes EBT to go down, then my body will have no other choice but to dissolve my muscles to preserve energy. But instead it's like fat, well fed, fat. And I think the reason why is because of what all you can get on an EBT card. For some reason, you can get a $9 box of cookies on EBT. I don't want to single out anybody, but I have a feeling that somebody that was already mentioned in this video would give their kids one cookie each and then have the entire box for themselves. I mean, in reality, this is supposed to be a month's worth of cookies, and I bet you this goes down in 2 days. If not just an afternoon. And people were like, oh, but poor people deserve treats too. Poor people deserve a 40-count box of cookies? How about you get the Amazon Basics package of cookies for $2.50? How about you buy junk food with your own money? You shouldn't be buying luxuries off of taxpayer money. Apparently another luxury that was being put up on EBT was lobster tails. I don't mean to be rude, but I don't think any of these people shown know even how to cook a lobster tail.
Somebody to tell me they're lying. I need somebody to tell me they're lying. I need somebody to tell me they're lying right now, because what the do you mean that I'm not gonna get my fucking SNAP benefits?
Oh, wait, look at that. Carhartt hoodie. That goes for $60. That could have been 2 bags of chicken breast, 10 pounds. And if she wanted to, with the leftover money, she could have just bought a $10 hoodie at Walmart. But no, she had to have the Carhartt hoodie, which is a brand that's designed for working class men that work harsh blue-collar jobs. But no, she's over here wearing it at her home like it's pajamas.
What the do you mean? Because what the is happening? Do you understand that there are people like me who cannot work?
I don't know, you look able-bodied to me and you're able to operate a phone, so I'm sure you could work.
Do you understand there are people like me who have kids who cannot eat? Do you understand there are people like me who go hungry the last week of the month just so my kids can't eat? Because SNAP benefits is all we get?
Oh, and $60 hoodies. That you get those too, right? That you treat like shit because look how fucking dirty it is. And yes, there are white people on welfare. I don't really want to make this a race thing because a lot of people do, but there's arguments for both sides. The black people say, okay, well, white people make up majority of the welfare. And the white people say, well, black people have a significant less population in America and make up almost as much as the white people do on welfare. So I don't really want to make this a race thing, because I think it's more of just a poor person problem where these people are lazy and dishonest about their ability to work.
So now, if you're on food stamps and you don't have a regular job, they are now forcing you to do community service hours, at least 15 hours a week, or you lose your food stamps.
Oh my God, you're gonna have to work 2 hours a day? Or if you want weekends off, you only have to work 3 hours a day. And I like how she's like, 15 hours for free? No, honey, it's not for free. It's so you can qualify for your food stamps. So you can actually be a beneficial member of society.
I have been on food stamps for 13 years.
That's a wild thing to admit on the internet. Like 13 years of not having a job and getting just free food. They should have kicked your ass off like years ago, man.
Okay, I get the maximum. $4,300 a month, okay? I have 6 kids, 4 baby daddies. None of my baby daddies actually help with their kids, so I have to get help from the government, from the taxpayers, okay? From you guys, okay? I can't go out and get a regular job. I have 6 kids, like I just said, okay? And I'm doing this by myself. So now
I can't even tell what's real or not anymore. Like, this seems almost like too fake. Like, I have 20 kids from 25 different baby daddies, so I need the government to reallocate the funds to Israel to me. I need $6 gorillion now. If this is real and true and not bait, I'm sorry, your life sucks and it's kind of your fault.
you expect me to go work for free? Because that's what violent community service is. You're working for free.
You couldn't use that money to put them in daycare and then get a job on top of the benefits?
What do I do for work? I don't. I'm professionally disabled. And his job is
taking care of the professionally disabled.
I'm not gonna lie, and I'm not trying to like poke at anything, but like I genuinely can't tell the biological gender of any of these people in this video.
He gets paid for taking care of me. Instead of doing it for free.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because let's be for real, sometimes taking care of you is a fun job. I have to feed you. I have to make sure you're bathed sometimes. I have to take you out for enrichment.
You sometimes have to dress me because I won't dress myself.
Yeah, you're literally not dressed now.
You have to make sure that I take my socks off because sometimes I forget I'm wearing socks and then I cry about it.
Mm-hmm.
And then you're like, are you wearing socks? And then I look down and I'm wearing socks and then I stop crying.
These people genuinely cannot do anything. What I really want to say isn't even allowed on YouTube, but let's be real, this person is a waste of space. Like, they can't do anything. Oh, except for filming a TikTok while laughing, you know, because they're laughing because they know they're getting away with it all. And, you know, they can operate a phone and use TikTok and whatnot, but they can't get a job or put on their socks or take off their socks or whatever. Like, if they were really this disabled, do you think they'd be laughing about that? You wouldn't see a man who's gone to war have his arms blown off and go blind and whatnot being like, yeah, and this guy takes care of me and he puts on my socks. Like, no, he would be fucking depressed, as he should be. I mean, well, he shouldn't be. It's sad that he is, but that is the natural response to his situation. But this person is laughing about it and just shows just how phony they are. Like, yeah, you can get a job. Get a job, nigga.
Mm-hmm. And I have to make sure you take your medication.
Yeah.
And I have to clean up after you because you're incapable of doing both physically and mentally. I have to do your laundry because you can't get up and down the stairs.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is the face of who's absorbing your taxpayer money. Also, this person can vote too, by the way. Like, that's always nice to know too. Both of these people can vote.
You know how many people I've seen sell food stamps to get their hair done, nails done, their toes done, buy an outfit to go to the club, drugs?
Does this include those big-ass tattoos right above their titties? Honestly, they all have the same tattoo location. I'm starting to think that tattoo parlors actually take EBT, but only if they are allowed a tattoo on that location. But selling food stamps to afford luxuries is crazy. Maybe that means that they don't actually need them. Anyways, we have an insider right here. I'm curious to see what she has to say.
A lot. If I've seen it, other people seen it. You know what? That's why people don't give two fucks. I've seen people, women, get a new man. The man got the food stamp. Now, the food stamp is for her and her kids. The man has the food stamp card and he in the grocery store buying shit that he wants. People see that shit. You know what? They don't give two fucks. You know, some kids go to school and get breakfast and lunch, no dinner, because mama and I sold the food stamps for shit that she wanted. Dumb people don't give two fucks. And people are saying, well, what about my kids? Well, yeah, what about your kids when you had the food stamps? You out there selling them. What did you think about your children then?
Auntie, let me tell you something. They don't actually care about their kids. In fact, I'm willing to bet that a lot of them, the reason why they only got kids is to specifically get food stamps. So they can do this type of stuff. They think, oh, if I get pregnant and have kids, then the government will give me more assistance, and all I have to do is give the kids a literal bare minimum to keep them alive, and then I can sell the food stamps and get stuff like tattoos and hair extensions. And these people are massive manipulators, so they know that if they start crying, oh, I can't feed my kids without food stamps, they know people will start advocating for them, and maybe even donate money to them.
The up shit that people do, people see that. So now people are like, I don't care. Life is about to start life for a lot of people. But don't get mad when people don't give two fucks. Because we see so many people out there abusing that shit that they be like, I don't give a shit. You know, what about my kids? What about your kids when you was out there doing that up shit with them foods?
Exactly. You see a fat person with tattoos, and you're just kind of like, well, I don't really feel bad for you if your food stamps get turned off because clearly you don't need them.
I only pay $50 in rent. Does that make you angry? Does that make you shiver in your boots? Does that make you want to punch me in my face?
Not really, because you have to deal with the crackheads across the street, and you have to listen to some buff black guy next to your thin-ass wall screaming at a video game every day. So I don't know, man, is the $50 rent really worth having to step outside and worrying about stepping on a heroin needle?
I pay $50 for a 2-bedroom for my family of 6.
Can you not afford the $150 rent for a 3-bedroom? Like, pick a struggle, man. You still don't have a big enough place for your entire family, and you have to listen to Low Tier God next to you screaming.
With the help of your tax dollars. Thank you very much. Love you guys.
Oh, hey, that woman looked familiar. Remember this video?
That now they gave me an eviction notice for 30 days.
Great, now her kids are gonna have to live with their dad, go on a Fortnite competition, try to kill the top streamer so they can get money to give to her.
My mom is kind of homeless. I live with my dad. I want to help her out.
Anyways, I think the rest of that should be saved for some kind of Section 8 video, but I do want to say that I got this video out a little bit late, and there was people that were going to Walmart during this government shutdown, and the Walmarts were absolutely empty. No overly large people in their shopping baskets, no melanated Americans arguing with the staff. It was just a peaceful, calm Walmart trip. But I think I'm going to end today's video off here. Thank you for going down this rabbit hole of EBT adventure with me.